Guten Tag. My name is Letty, and today me and Maddie are going to be talking about the differences between high school education in Germany and the U.S. And for today, we're going to be talking about the overview of Germany's education system, and then we're going to go into more details of their secondary or high school education, and then we will talk about the U.S. education, and then give you other important takeaways.
This is an overview of Germany's schooling system. Early childhood education includes preschool, kindergarten, and daycares. Primary education includes grades 1 through 4, and students advance to the next grade without formal grading from 1 through 2nd, and then graded from 1 through that is very good, and to 6, which is very poor in the following years. Secondary education is divided into lower and secondary and upper secondary, ages 10 through 15 for lower and ages 16 through 19 for upper. And tertiary education is post-secondary studies that includes colleges, universities, and specialized institutions.
This is just a more detailed visual of what Germany's education system looks like. But diving more into their secondary education, Germany has several options for their students. In three main schools, they have the secondary general school, they have the secondary school, and then the academic secondary school. So the first one I mentioned is the first tier, and that is mainly focused on math, reading, and writing that leads to a certificate, which is needed for vocational school and most jobs post-education. And this is really practical education. And then the next one that they have is the Realschule, which is the secondary school, and this is more of an in-between. So the second tier of education that offers a mix of general topics like math and languages, and they also get a certificate at the end that gives more choices for the future than the first option. And lastly, they have something called gymnasium, which is their most prestigious form of the secondary education, and this focuses on classical education principles that emphasize humanistic values and theoretical learning rather than practical skills. So really, gymnasium is where the most prestigious of students go, but the other two options are just as good depending on the student's strengths. And then the other two schools mentioned are for more specific audiences. So the comprehensive school is more catered for specific students, and then the other one is more vocational or technical school, which could be compared to the alternative learning that we have in the U.S.
Funny how gymnasium in Germany means education and advancement, while in the US means sports. Anyway, so this is an overview of the USA's schooling system as we know it. So it includes early childhood education, elementary school, middle school, high school, college, university/trade. So early childhood includes preschool and learning basic language, listening, and behavioral skills. Elementary school is grades K through 5, focusing on reading and understanding, math skills, language skills, and the beginnings of standardized testing. Middle schools includes grades 6 through 8, which includes math problem solving, learning, reading complicated texts, and more advancement in basic learning comprehensive skills. High school is grades 9 through 12. This includes algebra, geometry, and other complicated maths, building arguments, preparing for college. It includes also building upon English to build upon research and writing. College, university/trade is post-secondary studies at university colleges and specialized institutions like the University of South Carolina. So anyone can apply, and it's not free, but it is not segregated for anyone or anybody.
So overall, from our research, we found that education in Germany has a wider range of electives that makes their education much more personalized than the US. In Germany, students are also selected based on their strengths and placed where they will thrive best in secondary education. Another thing that's interesting that we found is that private schools are not as common in the United States. In fact, public school is the main route that most students take. And additionally, homeschooling is not really even allowed in Germany, except for specialized circumstances. And lastly, we found that after primary school, students are placed into different types of secondary schools based on academic performance and achievements. And we found that this is really interesting difference between US and Germany because students really just get a chance to go where they thrive best. Overall, we learned that Germany and US schooling is similar in some ways but different in a lot of ways. And we had a good time learning about this stuff.
Bye!
Or what is it?